Okay, quick market update based on the US and the UK markets and what we might expect for the week ahead. The S&P 500 daily, you can see the moving average convergence divergence, or the MACD, is certainly showing a downward trend, as is indeed the price. What's more bearish about that is that the price has made higher highs while the MACD has made or hasn't followed suit on that, certainly on the weekly chart. Now that again reinforces a degree of bearishness. You can see lower highs on the MACD, higher highs on the price. That divergence is bearish. You can see the momentum angling lower. Can you see that? It's angling lower. So that's all bearish on the S&P 500. Can the Nasdaq save us? Will that be different in the near term? So we're talking outlook for maybe the next 2 weeks. Nope, that on the daily is falling lower, and on the weekly, I'm afraid, and you can see the big run-ups that we've had, by the way, and you can see it oscillates. I'm not saying it won't go back up in a couple of weeks, but if you put a gun to my head, I'd say, you know what, at least for the next 2 weeks, you might get some profit taking money off the table. Not a certainty, nothing's certain in the market, and then maybe there'll be a Santa Claus rally. Now, I don't even want to look that far ahead on a trading perspective, but that's how things seem to be bearing out at the moment. The MACD there kissing its moving average of the dotted line, and therefore may well bounce a little bit off it. So maybe there'll be some money going into tech out of the S&P 500. The FTSE flattening after the falls. Less clear, this one. I don't think we're getting rotation out of the US into the UK. That'd be a big jump to say that. And again, they're sort of getting flatter. Might have equaled out now, leveled out before it moves maybe sideways to the end of the year. How about the Dow? Well, the Dow's a bit clearer. That's lower. Okay, and how about the weekly on the Dow? Feel free to pause this at any moment because I'm running at it at a pretty fair clip. That's a lot clearer, as in downward falls for the Dow, both in terms of the momentum. So I'm afraid, as things stand on that, that is a bit more negative there. Now you could say, well, there's a support line around here. Yeah, you could argue that, and therefore it'll find a base. I'm not saying it won't. So it might go down until it gets a little bit before it gets to a base, and then the dip and things go up. But I'm not trying to forecast or predict or gamble on that. I'm just giving an inclination that I won't be panicking in the quality companies that I've got, which I'm holding over 12 months, despite some of the few falls in the short term. Equally, I'm not going to try and time those either. If you haven't already, have a look at my campaign for $1million.com, free tools, including downloads of my books to teach people how to be better investors. Thank you very much.